Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Classic Comics. Today I'm looking at the Joker number 4. So this issue is again by James Tynion and Guillaume March. And so we pick up from the previous issue here. Now, there was a gas attack on Arkham Asylum in Gotham several issues ago. And some of the people who were killed in it, their friends or family, are now hunting down the Joker for revenge. And one of them is this female version of Bane. And I'm really kind of baffled on where this is coming from. I thought the whole thing with Bane was that he didn't really have any family. You know, he was thrown in prison at an early age. And for something I believe that his father did, something he didn't even do. And so he really didn't have much in the way of family anyway. But we've got this female version of Bane leading these soldiers to hunt Bane down, to hunt Joker down. And so they get into a firefight with these other men that the Joker had waiting for them. And then this female Bane, so she punches through a tree. She punches through a tree and then topples the tree. Okay, I didn't think Bane was that strong. So it's basically, don't think of her as She-Hulk, or as She-Bane, just think of her as She-Hulk. That's kind of closer to what she is in this issue. It's kind of ridiculous. Anyway, so there's some other soldiers shooting at her. She picks up a body, uses it as cover. She gets shot in the arm. Of course, it doesn't slow her down one bit. And she overpowers 6-7 guys, rips an arm off. Yeah. Okay. And she sees Joker up here on the terrace, so she's coming for him. Now, Gordon is there. He had a confrontation with Joker last issue, and he's still around. So She-Bane attacks Joker and his men. And while they're fighting, Gordon has an opportunity to shoot the Joker and kill him, but he hesitates. She's got Joker now, and he decides against the killing, and he decides he's just going to try and slip away. But one of Joker's men catches him, is not so fast. Then this bus arrives, runs over the guy. And this is the Samson family, and one of their relatives was in Arkham, and they're a bunch of cannibals from Texas. And even though there's all these guys with automatic weapons, they show up with knives and think that's a good idea. And of course, they want Joker themselves, but She-Bane isn't going to give him up. But then Joker has a bunch of nerve gas canisters stashed around, and he sets them off. And the nerve gas takes out everybody. And this isn't Joker gas, I guess, because they're not reacting the way you would to Joker gas with the laughter and basically laughing to death. It just seems to take them all out, some kind of knockout gas. Then we go back to Gotham, and Barbara and the Batgirls are trying to figure out who Cressida is. Cressida, of course, is the woman who recruited Gordon to hunt the Joker down. And what we know, of course, is that Cressida is a member of the Court of Owls, but they haven't figured that out yet. So they're surveilling her and trying to figure out who she is. And then we see a Talon has gotten into the watchtower and I guess is about to attack Barbara. So then we go back down to the Joker. And the Joker has one of these Samson family members tied up and has Gordon as well. And this is where the issue gets interesting. So he says, okay, Jimmy, let's just sit down and let's have a little talk like grown-ups. He says, I know you hate me. You hate me with every fiber of your soul, and you should. That's the sensible thing for you to feel after everything I've done to you. I'd say it's not personal, but of course it is. You spent so long making it easy to pretend that he was making a difference, that putting on a little bat costume and punching people matters. You made him think that the system out there can work, as someone is helping from the shadows. I hope you realize he would have had some kind of psychotic break years ago if everyone just saw him as the deranged head case he is and resisted him. You grounded him. He's a hypocrite, but he doesn't know it. He believes. But you are a hypocrite, and you know it, Jim. You don't look at the world like he does, like some dumbass kid. You're a grown man, and you see the world as broken, and you saw Batman as a way to get at people you couldn't get at otherwise, because the world is broken. But you know it doesn't change anything, not really. Tell me, is there any part of you that believes that Batman can finish the job? And Gordon replies, it's a war that can't be won. And, I love these little bits that Tynion gives sometimes. He's good at kind of revealing sort of the inner workings of the characters, of their minds, their motivations, their real motivations. Sometimes not necessarily the ones they espouse. So anyway, Joker says, well, now that you're into the private detective business, I want to hire you for a case. I want you to find out who attacked Arkham Asylum for me. And Gordon just says, well, it was you. And Joker says, no, it wasn't me. Somebody else did it to set me up and send all these people after me. And I want you to find out who it really was. And Gordon says, why not just kill me? And Joker says, because this is worse. I'm going to show you how little everything you have ever done in your life matters, and how little your notions of good and evil really factor into things. And it's going to break you, Jimmy. It's so much more than stripping you naked in a broken-down amusement park ever did. And then the Joker takes off. Gordon tries to get out of his bindings. Then She-Bane shows up and frees him. And she says, you're Gordon from Gotham. And he says, I am. She says, go home. You're drowning in darkness. Head back to the light while you still can. And it ends there. So, again, and there's a backup story with Punchline. I don't really care about this story at all. I mean, it's not bad, but not at all interesting. Like, there's the scene where they're gonna kill, it looks like, oh no, they're gonna kill Punchline. She's helpless, and they're gonna kill, and no, they don't, of course, because, I mean, are they really, they just made such a big fuss of introducing Punchline, what, a year and a half ago? And what, they're gonna kill her off now, a female character now? No, I don't think so. So anyway, whatever with that, I don't care. But, again, the main story is pretty good. As I say, it's Tynion's good at revealing people's motivations. He's good at revealing layers to the characters that you maybe didn't expect to discover or weren't thinking were there. And that's one of the things that keeps his writing interesting. So this issue, it's kind of like the conclusion of the first story arc, more or less. Gordon was hired to go find Joker and kill him. And he tries and fails in that, but then Joker gives him a whole new mission to find out who really committed that Arkham Asylum attack. And I'm guessing what we're going to find out is that it was the Court of Owls, probably. My guess is that the Court of Owls have decided that these costume villains, particularly the Joker, are just too much trouble, or more trouble than they're worth, and they want to kind of reassert their control over Gotham. Maybe it's something like that. And I could be wrong. It might be some other party, but I'm betting that's who it's going to be. Anyway, this is a pretty solid issue. Again, I do give it a thumbs up. This series has been solid so far, and I encourage you to check it out. Let me know what you think in the comments, and if you would, please do subscribe to the channel and hit the bell for more notifications, and I will see you all next time. Thanks for watching.